Hello and welcome to the cryptocurrency news channel. Now that Dogecoin is super uber pumped, and I think it's falling a little bit right now. It might be repumped again sometime, but it's fallen to 5.5. Let's talk about, there's obviously this group that's inspired by Wall Street Bets called I think it's called like Satoshi Street Bets, and they want to pump crypto. So now that they pump Doge, which other coin are are they likely to pump? Now I don't really know. I don't really own any of these coins that I'm about to mention because I don't think like my main holdings of VTICX80A and Band and Bat. I don't think they're likely targets. I mean, I'd be really happy. I'd be really happy if they were, but I don't think they're actual likely targets right now. So besides Doge, which coins do they actually pump? Now, reading through Satoshi Street Bets or whatever on Reddit, it seems like they're pretty committed to Doge, but some off branch could pump another coin. And I think the first ones you have to look at are the coins that are actually on Robinhood, because Robinhood, it triggered a lot of outrage today. And Robinhood is a platform you can actually, a lot of retail investors can actually buy cryptos that also buy stocks. So the coins that are on Robinhood are BTC, ETH, BCH, LTC, Doge, ETC Classic, and BSV. BTC and ETH, I believe those are too big to really pump to get any money. By the way, them pumping these coins, it's not really to take out the man or to screw hedge funds or anything. Hedge funds, I doubt, are actually in Dogecoin, so it's not like sticking your finger at the man. It could be to prove that retail investors can really move markets, but I think like a lot of these like crypto pumps are actually just for money. And obviously, Doge is the perfect target because it's on Robinhood, it's on a lot of exchanges, it's on Binance.us. It's not on Coinbase, but it's on Binance.us, so Coinbase isn't completely necessary. It's low cap, and it's got Elon Musk as kind of like a mascot, so it was the perfect target. So let's actually look at some of these other coins. I don't think it's going to be BTC or ETH. BCH is possible. It's actually on a lot of exchanges. Roger Ver will shill it to his end, and outside of that, BCH liquidity isn't really all that high compared to other coins around it, so it could actually be moved up and down pretty easily. So BCH is a candidate. It probably wouldn't pump as much as Doge because Doge is a lot smaller to start. LTC is possible, but I almost see BCH as a better pump for like a group of these people. ETC Classic, I think, is a prime candidate. It's still left over on a lot of the exchanges. It's very low market cap. Liquidity is probably very low, and it's also one of those like crap coins that no one really thinks is really going to amount to anything. So that's something of the sort that like WSB or like an offshoot of WSB would actually pick up. So like, and BSV is another one. Like, unless they're anti-Craig Wright, they could pump it because BSV, I think most people regard it as a garbage coin. Um, and it's been going down in terms of ranks, and they could actually pick that one up. So I would say of the seven, I would say like BCH, ETC Classic, and BSV are more likely to be targets of the seven because BTC and ETH are too big. Doge they've already pumped. LTC is bigger than the other three. So BTC, once again, BCH, ETC Classic, and BSV. Now outside of those, XLM they actually might pump. I mean, they could pump XRP because of the SEC lawsuit. The lawsuit doesn't really matter all that much if they're actually if a splinter group of WSB actually pumps it. But what does matter is is kind of the accessibility they have to XRP, because especially to American investors, because XRP just got delisted on a lot of American exchanges. I think the only two are left are Voyager and Uphold, and I'm not really sure if they would just go through Voyager and Uphold. Plus, XRP is actually not on Robinhood. Like, you can't get it on Coinbase, Binance.us. Kraken's going to shut off by the 29th, which is, I think, is like tomorrow or the next day. I think it's actually tomorrow. Kraken's going to shut it off. So unless they pump it in the next couple of hours, it's probably not going to go anywhere. And the difficulty in having access to XRP might actually make it a very, very not so great coin to pump for a group like this. Also, like, XRP is also a fairly big coin. It has a decent amount of liquidity, so they wouldn't be able to pump it as much as the other coins in terms of ROI. So if they want a high ROI, they would pump another coin. XLM, however, is different. XLM is still on a lot of exchanges, and there's a lot of good recent news towards it. So it has the accessibility. It doesn't have the meme power of Dogecoin, but it does have some good news, and it's already been pumping a lot lately. So XLM could actually be a viable target for them. The other one I'm kind of looking at is something like Sushi Swap, because like meme coins have a lot of power, and obviously you have like the food meme coins. I wouldn't really look at many of the DeFi's. Like those on exchanges, I would actually look at. But if it's only like a coin that's available on a DEX or ERC or like Uniswap, I really wouldn't look at it. And the reason why I wouldn't look at those is because it costs $50 a transaction on Ethereum, and that's right now without it pumping. If like if the splinter group of WSB started pumping one of the ERC20 coins that's only available on Uniswap, can you imagine what the Ethereum fees would actually be? No one's going to want to pay $1,000 a transaction. So that would actually make it very, very hard to pump up that high because the more busy the network gets, the higher the transaction fees go. So I think that's kind of unlikely to pump something that's solely on Uniswap, and that's true for a lot of ERC tokens. So you want something that's actually on a centralized exchange if it's ERC20 because you want to avoid the fees. So I think like for me, I'm not going to buy any of these because I'm not trying to catch the pump. But if you're really interested in doing it, I would say like maybe BCH, maybe BSV, ETC Classic, XLM, and Sushi. Now XLM and Sushi I think are actually okay investments. The other three, yeah, I probably wouldn't buy them if you're looking for something like long term. But those are the ones I could kind of see them targeting. And there's no guarantee that they're going to target anything else at all. They could just stay with Doge because they seem pretty committed to Doge and because Elon Musk actually supports it. But if you had to ask me like which coins are they're likely to target, I would say BCH, BSV, ETC Classic, Sushi, and XLM. So let me know what you think, like and subscribe, and hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.